Morning, everybody. This is Paul Romero with the Swiss Gold Global Independent Business Owner Network Marketing Training number 134 on this 8th day of May 2015, and it is Freedom Friday, baby. Yes, Facebook Friday, and we are going to have a powerful, powerful show here today because we are talking about this online system of doing network marketing through social media, primarily Facebook, that Claudia Efert has prepared and put together for you guys. It is fantastic. Here's the thing. Network marketing has been around for, over 80 years. And it's always been a, person to person, belly to belly, live. You have to be the one who's actually face to face talking to somebody. And it's developed into a multi-billion-dollar business using this model over the decades here. And the problem today is that society has pounded into our heads so deeply that we don't want to talk to people. I mean, you know, don't, mom always said, don't talk to strangers, right? So we have this face-to-face talking to people thing phobia these days. You want to see something funny? Next time you're in the grocery store or the Target or the Walmart or the DMV or any place where you're at an event, any place where you're standing in line waiting for something, right? Look around, look at the people in line, look how close together they are, and look how nobody, or at least very, very, very few people, will talk to the person next to them, in front of them or behind them, you know, behind them especially. Rarely will anybody ever turn around and talk to somebody, maybe if the person in front of them happens to turn around and glance, they might have a brief little interaction there, but nobody will talk to each other when you're standing in line. You've got all these people right around you, right there, and nobody is talking. But when each person reaches the cashier or the person who is making the transaction or whatever you want, when you get to the front of the line, it's like old home week. It's like this person, you grew up and went to school with this person when you were kids. It's like, hey, how's it going? Good to see you. Been a while, blah, blah, blah. How's the family? How's the kids? This and that and the other thing. And it's like, why can't we talk to people like that are standing right next to us for the 15 minutes that we're waiting in line? And yet, while we only have 3 minutes in the checkout, we're blabbing it up like, it's old home week. Because like I said, hey, don't talk to strangers. We don't want to talk to strangers. Society has pounded it into us that we are in, introverted society now. We cannot open up and talk to people. So that's why now with the internet, with the advent of the internet and social media, it's so great for all of us, introverts, so to speak, who can sit there and communicate with people remotely without having to be face to face, without having to be live like this, even, just anonymously almost. You can sit there and talk and chat and, all these things and be like, have all these friends and know all these people through the online while you're sitting there in your living room all alone. So that's why Facebook and social media now is such a powerful way to apply and build and grow a network marketing organization, because you can take that to the internet now. You can take the old face-to-face, belly-to-belly way, and you can actually take it to the internet, and it's powerful. And so that's what we've been covering here on Freedom Fridays, Facebook Friday, for the last 3 weeks. Last week, I think we got a little off track. We had some very important things had to get taken care of. I got pulled away. John was here, and quite honestly, I have no clue what he talked about. So, but I'm going to do a quick little recap. We've got what do we got? I think I forget how many modules, 10 or 12, and we're on number 1. And this is our this will be our third show, and we've only gotten 17 minutes into a 42-minute video. That's how powerful this stuff is, okay? So jumping right into it, I want to recap the 17 minutes, and today we're only going to get about 5 minutes farther. We're going to get all the way up to, minute 22 or 23, something like that. So, this is going to be a while. This is a learning process, but hopefully what we're bringing to enhance Claudia's presentation, the information, just to really help you, get it to sink in and get it to make sense so that you can apply it properly and get out there and be successful is beneficial to you. So here's what we got through so far. We've covered, why are people on Facebook? 5 reasons. They're here for dating, they're here for friendship, they're here for networking, they're here for relationships, for social things, and they're here for sales. One category. So what does that tell you? That basically tells you that people are on Facebook not to be sold, not to be seeing a whole bunch of ads. That's not why they're here. Okay. So you've got to make sure you don't be that person, because that'll turn them off very quickly. All right. Who is here on Facebook? Who are we interested in on Facebook? There's basically 4 types of people on Facebook. You have the eager socializer, very recognizable by their activity. They're all over Facebook. They're doing this and that and the other thing. They're willing to share and be open and all these things. Great potential. We have the e-marketing socializer. Those are the people out there doing all the advertising. Great potential for us as well too. We have a script called Recruiting the Recruiter. Okay. Those are both the categories that we're looking to, funnel into. What we want to stay away from are the reluctant socializer, and they're very the e-marketing socializer. Just one quick tidbit: you'll very easily, quickly recognize them just simply by their profile. It's all going to be about their business. There's going to be very, very little, if any, personal information there. So that's how you'll very quickly differentiate the e-marketing socializer from the eager socializer. Now, the 2 groups we want to just stay away from. They're not worth our time, and just they could get you in trouble on Facebook. Actually, is the reluctant socializer. They're there. They got a Facebook account, but they're very closed in. They don't share anything. It's all about their family, their friends, and their coworkers. Period. End of conversation. Don't bother trying to bust into that. They don't want you there. Don't waste your time. Okay. And then you have the MIA socializer, the missing in action. Dead profiles, been hanging around, nothing, no activity, nothing's going on there. There's nothing there. Skip it. Move on. Okay. People love to buy, but they hate to be sold. You got to remember that at all times. And that is why you want to make sure that you have all of your salesy stuff removed from your Facebook page. You don't want anybody to look at your page and go, oh, this guy's selling crap. They're gone. You lost them before they even got started. That's where a lot of the e-socializers are, the e-marketing socializers are blowing it, because that's what people do on Facebook. They go, oh, this guy friended me. Let me check it out. Oh, man, this guy's selling crap. See ya. Unfriend. Goodbye. Next. So take all the salesy stuff off your page. What we are using here on Facebook is attraction marketing. Okay. Attraction marketing is all about encouraging a natural curiosity. You're not pushing stuff. You're just putting stuff out there, and people are naturally drawn to it, a natural curiosity that grows about what you're doing. It's that simple. While at the same time, you're building a positive, trusting connection. And you do this in 2 ways. Number 1, by presenting lifestyle, and number 2, by presenting information and education. And the goal is to become the go-to person for this information and education. It's the information and education that you're putting out there, coupled with the lifestyle. Okay, the lifestyle is the key, because deep down inside, and most people won't show it, talk about it, share it, or anything else, but deep down inside, everybody wants more, and they're attracted to it when they see it. It's like, ooh, what is that? How is that? And they get excited, and they start thinking, how can I get that? So it's the lifestyle that draws them into your information and education that creates that sort of go-to that you want to become, because they're like, oh, look at this. I can get what I need right here. So you've got them hooked on your information and education because of their interest in the lifestyle. And so you start a conversation with them. And what are you doing with this conversation? Just BSing? No, you're there with a purpose. Your purpose is to uncover their problems. Once you uncover their problems, then you can start dabbling in the little trinkets of solutions to their problems. Again, becoming that trusted source. And wow, voila, next thing you know, they want to know about your solutions. Done. All right. So remember the golden rule always on social media, treat other people as if you would want to be treated. And people on Facebook, when you go to Facebook, you don't want to be sold a bunch of stuff. So don't be selling a bunch of stuff to people on Facebook. It's just that simple. Connections is what it's all about. All right. So that's what we kind of covered in the first two sessions here. Just getting through the basics of why we're on Facebook, who's on Facebook, what are we doing on Facebook, and how are we doing it on Facebook, okay? Now, there's 4 laws of social media marketing on Facebook, all right? Law number 1 is what you see is what you get, right? That's what you see is what you get. But what they see is what they expect. They're expecting to make a connection with somebody. They're expecting, and the e-marketers, they're expecting to make a sale to somebody, right? So your picture says a mountain about you, right? You can have, people, you'll see pictures, people with pictures of their dogs, people with pictures with their kids, people with comical pictures, all kinds of different things, right? People in suits, each one of those things says something very specific about you. And it's the very first thing, first impressions, tell them instantly. Just your picture tells them more instantaneously about you than everything else on your profile. Just like that. They see your picture instantly. They've drawn a conclusion about you. They like you or they don't like you. They're there or they're gone. So, like I said, if your picture represents salesiness and they're not there on Facebook to be sold, you lost them. Next. So, yeah, the picture is very, very important. So, what kind of picture do you want? I'm sure we're probably going to get into that a little later. But for right now, just understand that you want something that is open and friendly, trusted and enticing lifestyle. Okay. Law number 2. There are 2 reasons that strangers just do not respond to you and your messaging or your friend request, etc., and so on. All right. The first reason is that they don't like what they see on your page. We just talked about that. This goes back to law number 1. Most likely, probably from your picture. They didn't like your picture, bam, they're gone. They ain't responding to you. But maybe the picture was still okay, but then they got into your page and for whatever reason they didn't like it. Basically, I mean, we're looking at people here that they're simply on a different agenda, okay? Whatever it is that you are all about, they're not all about it. And there's really no sense in you trying to force your way into it. That's the bottom line. So, don't really bother with any of that. You're never going to sway them over. Just let them go. And this is where 80% of the people that are trying to do this are failing because they're out there trying to pursue the wrong people. There's plenty of people. Don't bother with the ones that aren't interested. That's the bottom line here. All right. So the number 2 reason why people don't respond is that they just haven't used their account. I can personally attest to that type of situation because at this point in time, for me, I'm not on Facebook very much. I go on there about once, twice a month. So people send me messages and whatnot. I'm not responding because I'm not there. Now I might respond to them later and start up a conversation, and then I'll leave it for a while and I'll come back to it. So if somebody doesn't respond to you because they're not using their account, there's no reason to keep forcing that. You put it out there. When and if they respond, pick it up and run with it. Otherwise, just let it go. Move on. There's plenty of people out there. Okay. Number 3, do not focus on making a sale. Focus on whether or not there's a sale to be made. This is big. All right. You're never there to focus on, trying to sell somebody. Turn off, see ya, bye, unfriended, just like that. You're trying to find out if there's the possibility that with this person, there's going to be a sale to be made. And you're doing that obviously by trying to uncover their problems. Now, the key to how you do this, how do you uncover their problem, is that you never talk about your business in any detail. All right, it might get mentioned. Oh yeah, I'm in network marketing, or oh yeah, I work with gold and silver, or oh yeah, whatever it is, right? But you're never in any detail about it, because obviously, as we talked about before too, your objective here is to always turn your conversation to a question back at them. And we'll get into that here in just a second with law number 4. So you are never talking about your business in any detail until you uncover through your conversation that this person has a need or an interest in your business, product, or service. When you've discovered that they have a need or an interest in it, now's the time to start pulling out all the good stuff. All right. Law number 4, listen more than you talk. That's so key. This is a listening business. It's not a talking business, okay? You are sorting. You're not convincing. That's the whole thing. You're not trying to convince people they need what you have. You're just trying to sort out and find the people who do, who are willing to express the fact that they do need what you have. Once you find that they need what you have, you got them. That's all you got to do. The rest of them, don't bother with it. Don't waste your time trying to push it on them. You're just wasting your time because you're never going to sway them. Find the people that are interested. There it is. Simple as that. So, I mean, if you want some proof of this, watch some people, that are in your business or even in your job right now that are the most successful. The most successful people are great listeners. And how do they listen? They actually hear what the other person is saying. They're not thinking about what they want to say while the other person is talking. They're listening to what they're saying. They're processing what they are saying, and they just come back with, more interest, show more interest in what that person just said. It's just that simple. God gave us 2 ears and only one of these. Use them proportionately, right? 2 of these, 1 of these. There's a reason why there's 2 of these. You're supposed to use these more than this. Most people go the other way around. They turn these things off, and this thing runs like a freaking boat motor. and it sounds like one too, because it's just, it makes, nobody cares what you have to say. They care about what they have to say. So if you follow these 4 laws of success, these 4 laws of network marketing, and you couple these 4 laws with Claudia's $1 million social media recruiting, Claudia's $1 million social media sponsoring formula, your success in building your network marketing organization online through Facebook is really just only a few clicks away. It's just that easy. So what this system does here is it's going to allow you to target perfect prospects. It's going to allow you to, send out friend requests that actually get accepted. And it's going to allow you to send out messages that actually get answered. Okay? That's what this is all about. Now, it's also obviously going to save you a whole lot of time by avoiding negativity and pessimism, which, and not only time, but disgust and the negativity and the pessimism. You pile enough of that on you, and you're going to be like, this stuff doesn't work, and you're going to be giving up on it. So you want to avoid that because you don't want that negativity coming into your life. So this is going to allow you to be able to do that. And then it also is going to help you prevent yourself from being suspended or terminated, for contacting people that you don't know, which is, kind of a taboo no-no on, social media, is just reaching out and because they don't want this to be, a blast out sale thing. They don't want it to be an advertisement, blitz. So that's why when people do that, they get suspended, or they even get terminated from the site because they're going about it all wrong. So you have to go about it the right way. And by, sending out friend requests that get accepted and sending out messages that get answered, people aren't blackballing you, and you're not going to have these problems, with the system. So very, very important. So from here on out, like I said, we just made it to, 22, 23 minutes of a 42-minute video. And next week, we're going to take it a little bit farther, and we're going to start getting back into the simplicity of this. And, for the people who are, impatient, looking for that instant gratification, maybe those of you who are internet challenged, we're going to get back into the simplicity of this as to why this is an awesome way to now build a social media marketing network. Anyway, a social media network marketing organization. There we go. That's what I tried to say. Anyway, with that, guys, hey, like I say, I hope this stuff really helps. It's very powerful stuff that Claudia is putting together in this program. And I hope, like I said, what we're bringing here enhances your ability to grasp this information so you can get out there and apply it and start building your success. So with that, we're out of here. Oh, universe, I ask not for more riches. I ask for more wisdom with which to make better use of the riches given to me at birth, so I can, consisting of the power to control and direct my own mind to whatever ends I might desire. All right, everybody, you have a great climax, another new word, and we will see you at the beginning of the new strong session on New Op Day, where we get back into Don Falia's own